Hello students, a warm welcome to all. I hope everyone is safe and sound in this difficult time and taking all the necessary measures. So students, today we will discuss about your working capital management. Now, what is working capital? Working capital refers to the funds to meet your operating expenses, your day-to-day requirements, right? It refers to the management of the firm current assets and current liabilities and the interrelationship exists between them. Working capital refers to the excess of current assets over the current liabilities. Working capital is equals to क्या होता है? Current assets minus current liabilities. So, if the firm cannot maintain the satisfactory level of working capital, it is likely to become insolvent. Or we can say that the working capital management is play a significant role in financial management due to the fact that it play an important role, or we can say that it is very helpful in keeping the wheel of business enterprise running. And working capital management is mainly concerned with the short-term financial decision, as I have already discussed in my previous lecture. So, we can say that the shortage of funds for working capital cause many business to fail in many cases, or the inefficient or ineffective utilization of working capital leads to earn a low rate of return on the capital employed. So, the working capital management may be defined as the management of working capital or the management of current assets such as cash, bank balance, inventories, receivables, marketable securities. Marketable securities means a short-term marketable securities in such a way that it helps to maximize the wealth of a shareholders. And better the working capital requirements varies from firm to firm. It depends on the nature of the business, production policy, marketing condition, seasonality of the operation, condition of supply. I make these separate videos for what are the various factors affecting working capital. In this, I have discussed all these points in detail. So, you please do keep watching my videos and please subscribe it so that you may get the notification for upcoming videos, right? Next, we have your component of working capital. There are only two components, that is your current assets and your current liabilities. Your current assets and your current liabilities. Current assets are those assets which are convertible into cash within 1 year or less than 1 year. For example, cash, temporary investment, your short-term advances, prepaid expenses, receivables, right? Inventory. Current liabilities are the obligations which are to be paid within 1 year or less than 1 year. For example, your creditors, your outstanding expenses, your short-term borrowings, advances received against sales, okay, your outstanding payments and other liabilities. Next, we have your kind of working capital. A classification or the kind of working capital is done on the basis of the concept or your time. If we are talking about the concept, it is further classified as gross working capital and net working capital, which is also known as balance sheet concept. Gross working capital means the total current assets. It refers to the firm investment in the short-term assets or the total current assets. It is a quantitative concept, right? And we can say that it focuses on the use of current assets, right? And net working capital is the difference between current assets and the current liabilities. It is the difference between current assets and current liabilities, net working capital, right? And this net working capital is a qualitative concept which focus on the sources, right? This is the major difference between these two, which focus on the sources. From what are the various sources from where we finance our current assets, right? It focus on the liquidity. Next, we have on the basis of, further we discuss about this on the basis of time. So first we discuss the importance or the significance of gross working capital. The gross working capital helps in optimum investment in the current assets. It helps in optimum or the adequate investment in the current assets. Neither there should be inadequate nor excessive, right? If there is inadequate working current assets, then it will disturb your production process, right? The business fail to meet the current obligation of the inventories. And if there is an excessive investment in the current assets, it impairs your profitability of the business. Excessive investment means unnecessary or idle funds are used. So it is better that it should be invested in some short-term securities and you earn some profit out of it. Next one is your financing of current assets. So need for working capital arise due to increasing level of business activities, and it is provided quickly. Sometimes surplus fund may arise which should be invested in short-term security. So there should not be kept idle, right? So first one is optimum investment in the current assets. There should not be adequate or inefficient. Second one is financing of the current assets. Means if the business activity is increasing, if there is increasing in the level of business activity, sales increase hogi, so what are the sources from where you finance these current assets, right? So next we have the significance in terms of net working capital. Net means current asset working. Net means current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets minus current liabilities. Net means your current assets minus current liabilities. If the current assets are excess, I have already discussed, it may be positive or the negative. Current net working capital may be positive or the negative. If the current assets are more than the current liabilities, net working capital is positive or vice versa, right? So it helps to maintaining the liquidity position of the business. If the current assets are more than the current liabilities, that means it signifies that the firm liquidity position is sound. It helps to maintaining the liquidity position. There is need to maintain the current assets sufficiently in excess of the current liabilities. If there is excess of current assets in terms of current liabilities, then it signifies that the firm maintain the good liquidity position. Second, it judge the financial and soundness of the firm. Simply, if the net working capital helps the creditors and investor to judge the financial and sound position of the business. If current assets are more than the current liabilities, it signifies that the firm has a good sound financial position, right? We always should have more assets than our liabilities. Next is I think you are able to understand the gross and net. If we are talking about only the current assets, then that means we are talking about the gross working capital. If we are talking about the net working capital, that means current assets minus current liabilities, or we can say that it is mainly focused on the liquidity position of the business. Next is we have discussed the basic concept. Next we discuss on the basis of time. If we are talking about basis of time, this is the permanent working capital or the temporary working capital. Permanent is further divided into regular and reserve. Temporary is seasonal and special. First, permanent working capital means the minimum or the optimum investment kept in the form of inventory of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, or the store and spares, which facilitates the operation of the firm, right? Though the investment is stable in the short term, but it may vary in the long run, right? And this permanent working capital is further classified as a regular working capital and reserve working capital. Regular means it is the minimum amount of liquid capital to maintain the reasonable quantity of raw material for processing into finished goods. And reserve means extra capital required to meet your unforeseen contingencies like flood, war, flood, famine, lockdown, lockouts, right? Next, we have your temporary working capital. Temporary working capital is required to maintain an additional current assets over and above the permanent working capital. So, any additional working capital may rise because of change in the production and the sales activity. So, the working capital which is fluctuating, we can say that it is a variable working capital or the temporary working capital. It also further classified as your seasonal and special working capital. If we are talking about the seasonals, for example, manufacturing of woolen textile, refrigerators, right? We need some extra funds. So this is a seasonal working capital, seasonal temporary working capital. And for specific, if you are talking about specific, that means which required to meet unforeseen contingencies arise in the future due to this flood, famine, lockouts, etc. So this is all about your kinds of working capital. This is the diagram of permanent working capital and your temporary. Permanent working capital I have already discussed, which is permanent, which is stable during the long term, but it may varies. Sorry, which is stable in the short term, but it may varies in the long run due to the expansion program undertaken by the firm. And this is your variable working capital or the temporary working capital, which varies with the level of production, increase or decrease in the level of production, right? So this is all about your meaning of working capital and your kinds of working capital, right? And concept of working capital. So I hope you are able to understand the introduction about working capital. So if you like this video, please do share and subscribe it so that you may get further notification, right? Thank you, student. Thank you so much and keep learning. Thank you so much.